when you hear the expression, God, I wonder what these streets would say if they could talk. Sarasota Street Talk is making the streets talk, and we're recording what they're saying. So that, to me, that is what Sarasota Street Talk is all about.
Sarasota Street Talk is to introduce people of the surroundings.
We're literally right now, we're downtown Sarasota, and we hear people all around us telling different stories. Those are the streets talking.
All right, we've lost Scott. Oh, hi, Scott. How are you?
I'm back.
Welcome, Scott.
I was talking
welcome to our show.
I was talking to the boss, Kim.
Oh, the boss man, Kim Living Good here
Never
at the
sleeps.
Bazaar at Apricot Lime.
So here we are.
Here we are.
Another
Sarasota Street
episode.
Talk. Another episode
Yeah.
here on, and what day is it today?
18th of November.
Okay.
And we're still morning, still before noon. So good morning.
And we are here on the third Saturday of every month. Kim Living Good, the proprietor of this fun fest, has always allowed us to come here, and we're so grateful she lets us do this because it's such a fun environment.
It is.
And we get to meet so many people and interview them like we do.
And
here
there's
on
40,
Sarasota Street Talk.
40 vendors inside, year-round, 10 to 3, rain or shine, because they're inside.
And I apologize if I'm just
No, you're
eating
eating
these
some fries from
fantastic
Hamlet's
fries from
Eatery is
Hamlet's
awesome.
Eatery. It's just the best fries in the world.
I think so.
I would
love
venture
their
to
fries.
say, in this world, these are the best fries.
We had a quick lunch break. Mark, you ate that burger in like a second.
It was like air.
Jeez.
I just breathed it in.
It looked good.
It was so good. It was
so good.
cooked to perfection. Medium rare, pink, just not.
Right.
It was
All right, so introduce yourself.
I'm starting to get sweaty. I'm not watching Cops. My name is Mark Klecka. I'm a realtor at Caldwell Banker, downtown Sarasota. And my partner in crime is
Scott Maloff, mortgage broker, Summit Lending Solutions in Sarasota.
and
they can
together
just find
we
us.
are.
They can find us
Sarasota
around
Street
town.
Talk.
We don't even give out a phone number. We don't give out our phone number or website.
No.
Just
I mean,
find
we're,
us.
you can find us. We're easy to find.
Just look for
online
the cops.
or looking at Cops.
Look for the cops. We're around them all the time.
But yeah, we're lucky.
Or vice versa.
Sarasota Street Talk. The other three Saturdays we're out in front of the Gator Club and Parker's Books, right in front on the street. Excuse me.
The first, second, and fourth Saturday.
Yep.
And a fifth if there happens to be one.
And we have guests on.
third, we're here.
And then just talk to the people who just stop by and just find out the stories of everybody in Sarasota. That's pretty much the point of this podcast. So
Kind of makes sense with the name. What came first, the name or what we were doing?
what we were doing, I don't think we had a name.
We
Like
didn't
at the
have a
time,
name.
we were just kind of
Sarasota
like
Street Talk
we're
sounds
just doing
good.
this. And it was like I think it was downtown Sarasota Talk at one point, and it was
Yeah.
and they were like, yeah, we'll settle on this.
Yeah.
But we have very exciting things planned for next week. Next
Yes,
weekend.
big
a lot
exciting
of
stuff in
changes.
front of Gator.
A
But
lot of
let's
changes.
talk about today.
Big show.
We have an awesome guest today who I met a few months back when I was here. She performs here at the Bazaar every now and then on Saturdays. And we'll let you introduce yourself.
And actually, I did feel bad, though, because we were here, too, in the front. And I tended to want to not talk because you were singing over here. I didn't want to drown out, like, what you were doing. So, but I'm glad you're on. So, please
Yes.
tell us about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Sabrina. I'm so glad to be here.
Awesome.
The Bazaar is one of my favorite spots ever in town.
Okay, good.
And where do you play? Where do you play? Like here and as well?
Well, for instance, today I am here from noon to 3, and then I am playing over at Boo's Ice House
Oh.
and Dog
All
Bar.
right, cool.
So they're having their Barksgiving tonight.
I heard
What
about
time
that.
is that?
Barksgiving.
That is 5 to 9 p.m.
I might stop there tonight.
5 to 9?
5 to 9?
Yeah, they have
Stop by
turkey plates
there.
for humans and for your four-legged
I don't have any
friends.
dogs, but I
you don't
like
need
the
to have a
place.
dog
It's
to
cool.
go there.
Well, Scott, you can go and just bring me. And I'll be... yeah.
After we
That's
make
okay.
the pottery together.
After we make pottery and act like Ghost. Make a Ghost
Your
video.
wife's going to be all mad.
Oh, it should be like, oh, what's that all about? Mark, is something you want to talk to me about?
So tell us, are you from here?
Yes,
Sarasota?
I am born and
Okay.
raised here in Sarasota.
Right.
So I grew up doing theater at the Players Theater, and I went to Booker High School as well. The program for Booker is so incredible. I learned so much that when I went to school at not a predominantly like theater school, it was way too basic. I was like,
Yeah, Booker is an art, kind of an arts school, isn't
yes,
it?
yeah, they have a theater program, an arts program, a digital and motion, art program, dance program. They're really incredible, and they're they're fabulous. So my training was so great that when I went to they made me take acting 101, and I said, no, I'm not gonna do this. So I came home and started a band instead, and that was right about the time that Kim and Judy were opening up the Bazaar. So I have actually been playing here since they first opened.
Oh,
so I feel very lucky for that.
Someone else has been here the entire time.
So about 5 years.
Yeah, about 5 years. Okay. It's been so incredible watching them grow. I mean, adding new things, adding the food truck, the new pottery space, like you mentioned. That has been so cool to watch, especially in an incredible like female-run business. Mm-hmm. So happy to support them and be part of it.
She never sleeps.
Yeah, she never sleeps. I don't,
1 hour.
She's constantly behind the bar right now. Well, she's here right behind us, just continuing networking.
She ran a marathon this morning, and now she's
ran a marathon this morning. We'll probably do like a Tour de France leg, after this afternoon or this evening. 117
maybe run
miles.
a marathon later.
She'll do a marathon.
So
yeah.
I think I've seen on Facebook that you do duets with somebody, right?
Yes, I have a couple duet partners. I play with Jay Santi. Jay Santi, he's awesome. He's a New York transfer here to Sarasota, so it's been very cool having a couple different genres to play with. I also sing with Zena Brown. She does some harmonies and stuff with me sometimes as well. So I love any opportunity. Anytime somebody's like, "Hey, I got a gig, let's jam," I'm like, "All right, let's do it."
And speaking of the genres, so what? Pretty much a whole scope, but what do you primarily?
Yeah, I do a little bit of everything.
The most.
I love like 60s and 70s groovy stuff, but I love like Amy Winehouse. The music I do across decades, I would say, is all popular music, but I don't necessarily want to say pop music.
Yeah,
it's a little
like
bit
Simon
different.
Garfunkel, maybe a little bit of that.
Absolutely, I love Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Donovan.
Creedence
I do
Clearwater.
a lot of
Like Donovan is
yes.
pop. Like I love Donovan.
Yeah, it's not pop music,
One of my
but it was
favorite
popular.
albums,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because we remember hearing you, like I mentioned, and I felt like, we just need to cut the show because I just want to listen to what you were saying.
I was hoping I wasn't being too loud. I'm like, I'll be background sounds.
No,
for that.
not at all.
That's why today was perfect, right? We're gonna finish the show about 12:05, and I'm gonna hang out and listen.
Hang
to
out a
music.
little bit, yeah. Listen to some music, do some business.
Maybe have another burger.
So how can
burger.
sorry, don't forget. How can they find where you're going to be playing? Facebook?
So on Facebook, I am just Sabrina McClenithan.
Spell that out,
yeah,
maybe.
it is MCCLENITHAN. Yes.
Okay.
So I usually just go by Sabrina, and then my Instagram is Queen Breen.
Okay, that's easy.
That's a little easier, right?
And Breen, BREEN?
BRINE.
BRINE.
So
okay.
it's not Brine.
Yeah.
Because Brina,
Yeah.
Right.
That's the name.
Yeah.
Okay. And YouTube? You have videos up on YouTube at all?
I'm working on getting a couple more videos for my YouTube. I have quite a few songs that I've written myself as well. So I'm planning on getting into the studio and just hit it with a full album rather than an EP.
Nice.
So I'm finishing up the last couple songs to make the album, and then we'll be getting in the studio.
All right, so when you get the album put together, could you please let us know, or let Scott know, or myself?
I'll send you some discs.
We'll
for
talk about it. We'll
Absolutely.
play it. We'll segue. We'll put it in the sound like as before shows and during shows. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
We can have her do a jingle for us.
Yeah.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Okay. All right.
So who do you so who influences you? Obviously you do covers, but you said you do some of your own stuff. So of your own stuff, who would you say is kind of an influence as far as what you like to do?
In my songwriting, I have a couple songs that are very obviously influenced by Amy Winehouse. Okay. She is one of my favorite female songwriters. But I definitely take inspiration from people like Donovan, like I mentioned before. Let's see, I love Blackberry Smoke as well.
They were just up at Janice last week, I think, and I wanted to go and I didn't make it.
I had no idea.
Yes.
Are you kidding?
I saw them open for Tedeschi Trucks.
Oh my gosh.
In Aurora, Illinois. And I was like, I was blown away. I'm like, who are these people? I didn't know who they were. I like them.
Oh my gosh, they're so good. And I love like JJ Graham Mofro as well. I do a couple of their songs.
Yeah. Haven't seen them. And it's funny, so male artists. Mm-hmm. Twinkle, we interviewed Twinkle, and she said the same thing. Mm-hmm. All her influences were male artists.
It is interesting. It's especially hard for females in music. especially in things like Americana and country. Country especially has such a past with female writers and singers having a notoriously hard time getting airplay. So throughout the years, that is, especially why I love Carole King. I don't know why she didn't come up to the top of my list, because I do quite a few of her songs, and she's an incredible songwriter. But I do think a lot of that comes with who ends up with the airplay, because that's not always our decision as the listener. It's what the companies are wanting us to listen to exactly. So it's kind of indirectly, or we don't necessarily notice until you notice it.
So as far as you said, you're coming out with your own album, your own stuff. Indie, you're doing it yourself. Do you have somebody like a label or a local label that's going to be helping you out, or are you just doing it all yourself? Or?
Mostly all myself. I do work with an artist up in St. Pete, Leafy Green, and he is the owner, producer, however you would like to call it, of Green Roots Records. And he is as well himself part of that album. But you'll see people like Jay Santee that I mentioned earlier working with him as well, and then a couple other St. Pete, Tampa, local artists.
So a real collaboration kind of.
Right.
A lot
Absolutely.
Of people again, people helping people. It comes around, goes around.
It is very prevalent in the music community here. I feel very lucky in Sarasota that you don't see a lot of people trying to pull each other down. It's a lot of how can we collaborate? How can we make all of our art better and stronger to make it a better and more thriving community?
And there's so much talent.
In this town?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
There's so much talent.
Absolutely.
You sing. Like right here. I can see.
And
see
all people
Sabrina,
tend to collaborate with each other.
I can see Bree. I can see Taylor Opie. I can see Brian Bird. And I'm like, they're all right here.
And like what you mentioned with Brian Bird too, like with his band, everyone kind of collaborates with everybody else.
Absolutely. I just played with them at Cask Ale a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
I was up north, I'll bet. Because I go there almost every Friday and Saturday because I'm a friend of Brian. We're friends of Brian's.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we know Taylor and we know Bree through that.
Yeah, and they're all good friends of mine too. So.
And it must have been when I was
my God. So we have basically interviewed the three best singers for Brian Bird's band. The Dirty Birds just now.
Sabrina, Bree, and
Bree.
Yes.
Talk about some incredible female singers in this area.
That's fantastic. It's a great outlet. So me.
So you said where we can find you, right? Facebook.
Yep.
Facebook. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we let
you
you
plug
go?
Any shows that you got going on? Any
question at the end of this?
Festivals or spoon art that you want to talk about?
Spoon art. Yes, I have a long dissertation about spoon art. Actually, I'm so glad that you
That's
asked.
another podcast. That's another show.
Do we have time for this?
Whole podcast on spoon art.
We should.
Well, just currently right now I am at Boo's Ice House every Saturday night, so that is a 6:30 to 9:30. I play anywhere between here and St. Pete. I love to travel too. Sometimes you can catch me like up in Massachusetts, so I do like to travel. I go wherever I have the opportunity to, so definitely find me on the social media because I like to stay very busy.
And Scott and I have events too, and myself, I do like being a realtor. I like to do kind of interesting open houses, so I have people come and sing at the open house and make an event and things like that. Would you open to things like that?
Absolutely.
I'm going to talk to you. I have an idea for her off the air.
Oh, we've always got, Please give me something else to squirrel about, Scott.
We'll talk.
All right, fantastic. Well,
go ahead. Sure.
No, okay, so...
other than Hamlet's?
Other than Hamlet's, 2 favorite restaurants downtown.
Ooh, oh my gosh, that's really hard.
And we plug Hamlet's so much that I don't feel too bad saying other than Hamlet's, because Hamlet's is fantastic. And I just had the burger that you can see is now... It's now gone because it was so good.
That is so hard because Hamlet's has...
so good.
Hamlet's has my favorite burger in Sarasota. Like, I will venture to say. There's something about the garlic aioli that they put on there.
Notice how we're still talking about Hamlet's?
I'm still talking about
as we said not talking about Hamlet's, we're still talking about
it. You probably didn't even taste the garlic aioli. That thing was gone in 30 seconds. Did you even taste the burger is the question.
I inhaled it like oxygen. I inhaled like air. I'm so hungry.
I think you just talked me into
a burger. I'm not hangry.
So
I'm
not
other
than
hangry
Hamlet's, something near downtown, I guess.
Oh, gosh. That is so hard.
There's 5,000 restaurants.
There's 5,000 restaurants. I'm having such a hard time
choosing. Is it a matter of like chicken
one.
between them, or you know of them, right? Or you just trying
I
to
do
choose
know
them,
of them,
right?
but it's like you put me on the spot, and I'm like, I don't know.
Cause tension.
Yes, Booze is probably one of my favorites. Their food is so good.
Really?
They like to make it kind of like cute dog theme and things like that. So if you order a side of onion rings, it comes like on a dog's tail in like an onion ring tower. It is like the cutest thing.
Like an actual dog's tail.
I'm like, and I'm not usually the one to take photos of my food right before I eat it, but I'm like, oh, I gotta get this one.
So Booze. That's the first.
So
maybe
Booze.
the first
Actually, I did hear.
I ate there once.
But I saw a
like
posting
snack. It was
sometime
good.
about like they just got a new chef or like they got two new chefs in, and it was like a big deal. Like it was like he came from like out of state specifically to cook at Booze. Yeah, so it's really good food apparently.
Yeah, they have really great food, and you don't have to have a dog to go there. You just have to at least enjoy or tolerate
be a dog.
dogs.
All right, now
Or
come
be
up with one more.
Let's see. I live in Gulf Gate.
Oh, you're in Gulf Gate.
I'm in Gulf Gate. I live a little
like
further
name one
south.
there.
Out there.
Oh,
Out there.
I would have to say in that area, one of my favorites down there is Mad Mo's. Have you been there?
No.
Oh, it's right near Spanish Point. It's a
I actually
very
have been
like
to Mad
homey
Mo's.
feel. They have like guitars and pictures of the Allman Brothers on the wall.
What's it called?
Mad Mo's.
Mad Mo's.
And
MOE?
it's- Yeah,
Yes.
Mad Mo's, and it's I believe it's locally
Hmm?
owned, but it feels. They've got it so together. It feels like a chain. It feels like it, runs like clockwork. So I would say I've
A
Sarasota,
music
that's-
motif.
Yeah, yes,
what I like.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, he's
That I love too. I'm
Scott's
like,
all about music.
is the Allman Brothers booth open? Can I
There's a
have
brewery
that one?
there's a brewery in Elk Grove Village, Illinois that has that. It's really cool. They have albums all over the wall.
I love. That's some of my
And
favorites.
it's called, the
before.
place is called Microphone. MIKERPHONE. Brewery. Great brews. But
Yeah,
the
yeah.
motif is cool.
Nice.
So anyways, not to digress.
Oh, we will. That's what the show's about.
But no, I'm going there. Mad Mo's.
Yeah.
Yes, they're awesome.
Mad Mo's.
They're really great.
Okay.
Great food.
All right, cool.
All right, well, thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank
for
you
being
for
here.
having
I'm
me.
looking forward to
Yeah, we'll let you
5
go
minutes
too
from now
because
when
you
you
got
get
like,
going.
yeah, I got like 5 minutes
Gotta
before you
get
go on.
there,
So
yeah.
thank you for
Thank
taking the
Thank
time.
you for having me. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you
No,
guys.
thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be in touch. Apparently,
And you can
he
find
has
this on
an-
YouTube. You can find this on YouTube.
on Monday. By
Monday,
Monday,
Sarasota Street
I
Talk.
promise it will be. And apparently, Scott has some idea that we're
I
going
have
to
an
discuss
idea. We'll
off
talk
air.
during your
And,
first break.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank
Guys.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
I love
Wow.
her voice too.
Huh?
I
She's
love her
got a
voice.
radio voice, man. She's going to take
But,
over.
I mean, her singing.
Oh, yeah.
She's awesome.
Oh, and I really meant it. Like before, like when she was singing, I felt terrible that we were doing the show right here.
Couple
'cause
months ago, I
a couple
think,
months
right?
ago.
Yeah.
Like we should be like, just, shut our pie holes and,
I know.
let her do her thing.
That's
But-
why.
all right, so we're going to go and take another little break.
We're going to take a 5-minute break. We're going to grab one more, I think.
Yeah, I think we're going to hunt
one more
around, maybe
vendor.
find somebody else.
Yeah,
But
I think somebody wants to come talk to us. Mm-hmm. They're going to put you under like a. You're going to be a kind of a guinea pig. They're going to put
Won't
you
be
in
the
a
first
trance.
time.
They're going to put you to sleep. Yeah.
yeah, I can't be put under. There's no.
All right. All right. I'm going to go stretch.
All right, go
I'll see you
stretch
back in a
and be good and make good choices. Bye bye.